Hello there everybody, Subutternight2, aka Nightmare, and back to Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Last episode, it would appear that for some unknown reason, that Edgeworth is suspected of being a murderer. I'm inclined to believe in his innocence, especially considering he said that he did not do it. So, yeah, this is gonna be very interesting trying to, defend him, Oh, and apparently among the consensus, this might be like one of the better cases, or at least in some people's opinion, this might be the best case. Well, considering I'm going to be defending Edgeworth, and I'm learning a little bit more about the relationship between Larry, Phoenix, and Edgeworth, I would consider this to probably be on the start of something that's going to be incredibly good. Okay, so, Enya Yukido, you kind of went ahead and decided to tell me something interesting. The Ace Attorney anime, while not the best overall, it's okay but has problems, has one completely anime original episode about Phoenix, Edgeworth, and Larry as kids. And it's probably the best one. I'm not sure if I would recommend the whole thing, but if you want to see some wholesome flashback stuff, that one episode is quite nice. I think I might just give it a try. And then there's the live-action movie, which I'll talk about later in the case. But here's a plot twist. I actually recommend it. My god, you shouldn't have spoiled me on that one, my dude! Okay, interesting. I think I remember this being brought up before, that there actually is a live-action version of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Which, that's an interesting thought in my head. Like, it's got an anime adaptation and a live-action. Which, as soon as you say game and / anime to live action, that immediately brings back a horrifying stigma. But if you recommend it, then it must probably be pretty good. Oh, and before we actually get started on today's episode, yesterday was my birthday, although at the time I'm actually recording it, today is my birthday. Fucking two different times at the whatever one again. I wanted to show off some lovely fan art that was created. The first one by Ariki, which I freaking love it. It's so simplistically cute. I love it. And then another by Memo. It's seriously, thanks to both of you. These definitely made my day, along with the ludicrous amount of support from the server and all that. Seriously, thanks you guys. You definitely made that day a billion times better. Enough to make me have a stroke mid-sentence trying to explain how thankful I am. There will be links to their Twitters, both Ari and Memo, so that way you can kind of check out their actual art and other stuff that they've done, so please go show them some support. Now, let's get into the case. We managed to gather some pieces of evidence, but I'm a little worried. December 26th, 9:44 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Karma. That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god!
Not a single case?
He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Huh, sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute.
What?
Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. And he's the one that's going to try to bring you down? Shit.
So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth?
Something like that.
And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out.
Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me, times 20.
That's pretty ruthless.
Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. What is a god to a non-believer? I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia, Maya?
Uh-huh.
We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think?
Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach.
You couldn't reach?
I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again.
Ah, man, what bad timing.
I'm really sorry. I'll try my best.
I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Nothing about some possession that causes your body to change or anything like that. What? Well, it's time. Let's head in. Oh boy. December 26, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. Hello.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Holy shit, look at this guy. I'm half tempted to give him my lord voice.
Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready?
You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared?
Right. My apologies.
He's even got the judge scared.
Very well. Your opening statement, please.
Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something?
How am I supposed to fight against this?
I called the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes.
So, describe the incident now. Yes, sir.
Detective Gumshoe looks nervous.
Please take a look at the man.
Ooh, we got a map here.
The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., 12:10 a.m., 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots.
2?
Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop.
Overhead map of Gourd Lake.
Testify to the court about the arrest. Now.
Wait, Mr. Von Karma.
Yes?
Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings.
Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role.
Yes, of course, you're quite right.
No, he's not! Good God, this guy. Freaking cocky little bastard.
A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
I see. Very well.
Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now!
Your Honor, I recommend that you please tell me to do that because this man scares me.
No, he kind of scares me. I don't want any part of this.
You received a call from a man?
Yep.
But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right?
Whoa, what the fuck was that voice? That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously.
Different people?
There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who is camping.
The woman who is camping. A lot of heart.
What happened next, detective?
Yeah, I think the Lord voice fits this dude. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake?
Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes.
That's pretty fast.
Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
I look forward to your next year's salary review.
Fucking bully gumshoe?
So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir.
Whoops. Go back. Stop it. There we go. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then?
Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir.
Man, he's got his share of objections. You think? Why didn't you think he was suspicious?
You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock.
He just does like similar mannerisms to Edgeworth too.
I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force.
Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good.
Continue, now. God.
Did you find any clues on the body?
Well, a single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved.
Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence.
Okay, pistol bullet. Found the victim's body. Fired from a .22 caliber pistol. Okay.
So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
Why is that?
Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat.
The murder weapon?
A pistol.
Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony.
Right. Sorry, Your Honor.
Well, was there gun residue on Edgeworth's hand? I mean, that could be a very good determining factor if there's no gun residue on his hand. I mean, what about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth.
There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints for Mr. Edgeworth's right hand.
And what did I see in the flashback? It was a left hand. What?
Order! Order! So, Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon?
Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question.
Accepted into evidence.
The murder weapon, a .22 caliber, fired 3 times, bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Okay, what the fuck is going on here? If the victim died from a single bullet wound, there was 2 gunshots being heard, but this weapon has been fired 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand.
Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol.
Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
I don't know what ballistic markings are.
Nick, he's glaring at me.
Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it.
Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate.
Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints.
Order! Order!
Okay, this is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. You know, you do realize there's a possibility that there could be two exact replicas of a gun being made. But wait a minute, though, that probably wouldn't work. Shit.
Well, Judge?
I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However...
You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness out of the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge!
Yes?
What are you doing? A 10-minute recess! No!
But wait,
Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man!
Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess.
Who's running this court anyway? This freaking old bastard, good God! Fatigued my ass, you just freaking just did a bunch of commanding, you asshole! Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Well... The gun that Edgeworth had was fired 3 times. There was only 2 shots that were actually heard. So... I'm betting you that 3rd shot was the actual... like, no. There is a possibility that that bullet was just... No, I'm really trying to wrap my head around this. Like, unless the evidence was forged or something like that, I don't know. Like, maybe the bullet was really lost and... oh god, my head hurts. I haven't had this much trying to wrap my head around something this convoluted since Danganronpa. Say, Maya.
Huh? What?
Any progress with Mia?
Oh. Sorry. It's no good.
Ugh.
I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I may as well not be here, right?
No. Yeah, no, fuck off. No, I need you here. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help. It's the thought that counts, right?
It's
It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits.
Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out.
Really?
Whoa. Right? Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh? Sorry. Whoops. Sorry, dude.
Okay, court is back in session. Please don't yell at me again. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness.
Yes. Will Miss Lotterheart take the stand?
Sup?
Lotterheart, you are a research student at a university.
That I am.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand!
Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please.
Alright, here we go.
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I had this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. That's a left hand. There wasn't near anything on the lake but that boat.
Enough.
Huh?
Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence.
Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately.
As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Order! Order! I will have order!
Well, Judge,
The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant.
Fuck off! Wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet!
a cross-examination. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words and they all read guilty.
Really? I don't see an actual person in there. I see two figures. Freaking gray-haired bastard.
You lose. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court.
Nick? Contempt?
Contempt of court, you know?
I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony?
I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing.
Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on.
Yeah. I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Very well.
I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time.
I'll press everything. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day.
Huh? Oh, yeah, well, yeah, yes.
I know you want to find contradictions, but really?
I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony.
No, fuck you, I'm pressing everything.
I was in my car.
Why were you camping there anyway?
I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research.
What research?
This all sounds suspicious.
Miss Hart? Could you be more specific about your research?
What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained.
Wait! No, I'm the one who says that.
Well, then say it already.
Objection sustained.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor.
Jackass.
You heard a single bang. So, you weren't looking at the lake at that time?
Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I ask you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
Fuck you, I'm just gonna keep having a goddamn late freaking chat with you, asshole. Could you clearly see the two men?
Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you?
Uh-oh. What? Whoops. That's not where that is. No, of course you couldn't fucking see who they were. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men.
Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something.
Then there was another bang.
Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out?
Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless.
Your hair's meaningless.
Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble.
Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, sure as a country gal can be.
That sounds pretty sure. Let's press further. How come you're so sure?
Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like he was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you...
Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained.
That's what I'm...
Sustained!
Yes, of course. This man scares me.
Oh, great.
Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting.
But Your Honor!
You keep your promise.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Uh-huh.
Nick! Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
Then pass your judgment.
Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. What? Who was that?
It was me.
Maya!
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
Fucking rude. No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta! Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. This court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta!
What's the big idea? Treat me like some kind of criminal.
I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Whoa! Wait a minute. How do you know for a fact that it was Edgeworth? Enough! Judge, declare the defense contempt of court.
Yes. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
No! No! Wait!
I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Fuck you! Wrong!
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. Exactly. You can't slip that by me. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
Order! 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 Order!
You're in contempt of court! It's too late for wild claims! Judge, sustain my objection!
You know what? I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
What?
Mrs. Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he's in contempt of court!
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
Maya. You better buy her the best goddamn dinner you could get her as many goddamn hamburgers as fucking possible, dude. Hamburgers, steaks, hot dogs, get her everything for this.
I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
That last statement. Well, what about the other man?
You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness testimony. Well, find it, if you can.
Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty.
Oi! Damn, that's it? Oh, I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either. Fuck. Apparently there is punishment for trying to do that, so... Here! Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally.
What? You got what?
Resist meme. Look at this photograph.
The photo I took?
The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart.
So?
This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How?
What? Mr. Wright has a point.
That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please.
Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself!
Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course! I said I could, and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it! I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Alright.
You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. I haven't had grits in a long time. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out of the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
There's still a fog, you...
You used binoculars. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one had better be good. Huh. Binoculars. But you have a high-powered camera. Why would you... Okay. Let's just kind of look around here. Okay. So, how could you see Edgeworth?
Now just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is.
Nobody loves me. Your camera?
Yeah, it's got an automatic.
The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all.
Objection sustained.
God, he's not letting her answer any of my questions.
Binoculars.
Yeah, binoculars.
Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct?
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that?
Ugh.
I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright. Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning.
But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
The camera is designed to go off with banging sounds, so...
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
Yeah. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of the utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there.
Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower.
Okay. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing.
Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight.
What? Mr. Wright? I will not have you battering my witness because of a challenged intellect.
Bitch, you just calling me fucking stupid? I'll rip your dick off. Now wait a minute.
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw you saw Edgeworth, goddammit. Yeah. No unnecessary comments, please.
Freaking dickhead.
If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all?
What do you mean?
Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him?
I did, yeah.
Enough! There is no room for doubt in her testimony.
She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many Von Karmic objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Agreed.
Alright, it was cold night and the mist was thick as grits.
Wait a minute. Oh, we're back at the beginning. It was set up, take pictures of a meteor shower. No, I didn't mean to press, fuck. I did not mean to, I swear, I actually did not mean to press that timer. That was an accident. Go back. You said it was set up to... Wait a minute, if it's supposed to be looking for... Wait a minute! Take pictures of a meteor shower, but it's facing the lake! It's not facing the sky! You were photographing shooting stars? Ha! That's a lie.
Says who?
I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart.
Ugh.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
Well then, what exactly was she photographing?
Show evidence. Your Honor, take a look at this.
What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake?
Wait, that was me. Well, there's actually two options here. It's either the Gordy article or it's... You were looking for this! Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy. Ah, the sighting at Gourd Lake.
Well, Miss Hart,
I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down the lake trying to photograph this Gordy.
I actually don't have any proof of that. Well, I guess I could try to show the camera again, because it's designed to activate whenever a loud noise is detected. Let's see you prove that I was down the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I have it! Proof!
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy the lake monster?
The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera.
Blah!
Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises.
Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure! Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So, smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. How dare you!
Hey!
But as she so succulent, but as she sucked said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true! You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. What could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Lana's new testimony. Good lord.
Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight right at the lake.
You looked right straight at the lake.
There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash.
near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
Fuck you! I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction?
Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind.
Ha! That'll be a first.
Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good God.
Holy shit! I'm fucking saving right now.
Good God.
Then what manner of person are you?
I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a manner of anything.
An investigative photographer?
Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year. And guess what?
What?
There's a UFO just hanging in the sky.
UFO? UFO?
You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO.
You literally just pronounced the combination of Okay. I'm just gonna let that one slide, I guess.
That's when I had sort of that revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer.
I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy?
Heck yeah, they even had him up on the TV.
I'm not sure that appearing on the local news Rumor of the Month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe.
Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real. Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we?
Yes, Your Honor. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera?
Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang,
It snaps a shot.
yep.
So, how many pictures has it taken so far?
The only time that camera triggered was that night. But that's all I was hiding.
I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake.
Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors.
She makes a fair point. Competitors?
Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop.
Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth?
Well, actually.
Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case.
Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet. Exactly what sort of sound was it?
Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected.
Sharper. Sharper. There wasn't much else to look at?
Yep.
I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat.
What? What'd I do now? What are you giving me that look for?
Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there.
Did you just call me hush? Don't talk about my hush puppies.
Go back to that previous statement. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time?
Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass and nobody was on the shore neither.
Better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. Won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at that lake. I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time.
Oh God, I did not mean to go down the farm.
Let's avoid that right now. There technically is another place over here that can be looked at, but I'm not entirely sure that's what I need to present here. I'm gonna wing it. This evidence clearly bears a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are that evidence in the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Nope, they are not. You fucked up again. My God, man. You really suck at your job.
But I'm gonna try to present that here. No, that's not it. Fuck you, I'm not giving myself a game over here. I am not giving myself a goddamn game over. I can I can present my badge as the clear case. This is clearly the evidence. God damn it. Oh, hi, Soul. Didn't realize you were online, I guess. No. No. Why would you have to? Why would you choose to look at the? No, why would you choose to look at the... If you're there looking for Gordy, and you hear a loud noise, you would immediately assume that it had to have been Gordy. So why would you waste your time looking at a goddamn boat? God damn it. That's why it was so fucking bothering me so much. God. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat?
What's with you? 'Cause I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it.
I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal.
What? Y'all want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy. That's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought.
Order! Continue, Mr. Wright.
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well?
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. But, Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat. Till now. You have got to be kidding me. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. But still, we can't see who was shooting in this. Right.
That's why I took this photo and...
Wait!
Witness, that's enough.
No, fucking let her finish, you asshole. Shut up!
You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what?
What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second.
She even had a photograph to prove it. But
you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting.
that's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo.
Oh, that's right, she did!
She said it'll drop the quality of that, but it should let us see who's who.
She's enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll be in prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Show the enlargement! Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Fuck you, that's why. Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. What the fucking fuck? What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
Miss Hart, show the photo to the court! Show us the enlargement!
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. Left hand. We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Yes. This is what I needed.
Lake photo added to the court.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
There has to be something.
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination
Is over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add, besides the fact that you tried to hide evidence?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Well, nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this!
There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement. No, show other. Wait. No. Show other evidence. Wait! Your Honor, this evidence!
I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence.
Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps. This is bad, real bad.
Object. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. I thought I was supposed to show the evidence that shows that it was supposed to be the right hand. You know, but fine.
What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo.
Take that!
Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence.
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Booyah!
everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
Larry, the victim himself. There's only one explanation remaining. There was no way I was gonna throw fucking Larry under the bus. Hell no. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order! Order! So, you are saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed. That does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wounds revealed the distance at which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet!
There is no way it could have been suicide.
Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
Of course. I'd already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
Time of death sometime on the 24th or 25th. Shot from approximately 1 meter away.
I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Fucking Von Karma, you freaking bastard! God, he's stressful to deal with. Whew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I've yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right? What? Tell us something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I think it probably would. I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Lotta's desk deposition. I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight on the 25th of December. Holy shit. I thought Edgeworth was just hard to deal with. No, there's fucking Karma, dude. Good God. Ugh. Good God, the constant objections from him.
And I think it's quite clear that my lord voice is very fitting for that bastard.
Holy shit. I didn't realize defending Edgeworth would be this freaking hard. But interesting. We have 2 clearly contradicting things here. The shooter... There's evidence stating that Edgeworth had to have been the shooter, but then the evidence about his fingerprints on the gun clearly contradict, and he can't be the shooter, and Jesus. But anyway, I'm going to end it there. So if y'all like this, be sure to let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. My head hurts. And I will see all of you guys definitely in the next video. My God. Karma's a dick.